What's up, guys? It's your boy Nick Hercules Fit, and today I want to talk about how long should you rest between sets to build muscle. If you go on YouTube, you hear a lot of different people say different things when it comes to this. So I'm gonna give you guys my perspective, and you can either take it or listen to somebody else. But here's my jump on it. You may think the longer you've been working out, the less you need to rest, and if you're a newbie, you need more rest. That can be the case, but also that's not necessarily the case. Here's why. When I first started working out, I rested probably, maybe 5-10 minutes between sets, like a lot of people do. Not really watching the clock, just going into the gym, doing whatever, being on my phone, talking to people, having them fucking 3-hour conversations with people and trying to squeeze in a set every now and then, So I've done that. I can tell you right now, obviously you're not going to get the best results doing that. But secondly, you don't need that much rest. Now, depending upon what you're doing is going to depend on how much rest that you're doing. So if you're more into like powerlifting, more into doing things where you're lifting a very heavy load, and it's, you're not really training for size, you're training more for strength, then you're going to want a longer rest time. So if you're a powerlifter, some of them will rest, 5-10 minutes between sets because they're not training for hypertrophy. They're training for strength. They're training for that neurological adaptation, which you can rest longer for that. However, if you're training for hypertrophy and you are a beginner, I would say you want a shorter rest time because one, you're going to be doing more reps. So since you're doing more reps, you don't need to rest as long for your body to recover. And two, the amount of weight that you're lifting as a beginner is likely not even enough weight to garner resting a long period of time. So how long should you rest as a beginner? I would say 1 to 2 minutes. Now, some people will say, longer, maybe 2 to 3 minutes. But from my experience with most beginners that I've trained, including myself, as a beginner, you will get the most bang for your buck with a 1 to 2 minute rest. Probably closer to 2 minutes if it's a really hard set, like you're going to failure. If you're not going to failure, then closer to 1 minute. Now, if you are like me, maybe you've been training more than 2 years, you've been training, a while, then I would say it's going to be the opposite. You're going to want to rest longer. Now, I know that may seem counterintuitive. You may think, okay, if you've been training, years and years, shouldn't you be able to rest shorter? Why not 30 seconds rest? Why not 45 seconds rest? Here's why. When you've been training for a while like me, you were able to lift a lot more weight than you could when you started, or a lot more weight than the average person. So due to that, you're going to want to take a longer fucking rest. So for example, if I just try to go to the gym and rest a minute between sets, it's not going to happen. Like the amount of weight that I can lift is going to be greatly reduced. It's going to feel like I'm doing cardio more than I am lifting weights. So to get around that, if you are advanced, I would say, or intermediate, I would say more of a 2 to 3 minute rest. I really don't believe that anybody needs to rest much longer than 3 minutes. Cause again, start getting super long rest, the muscle is recovered, but you're not creating enough metabolic damage, enough. You're not going to break down the muscle as much when you're resting 5-10 minutes between sets. Because again, you're getting more into that strength aspect where they're doing, super low ass reps, 2 and 3, 4 reps, where, it's going to be more advantageous to get a longer rest with that. So guys, if you are a beginner, I would say 1 to 2 minutes. Don't really do much more than that because, again, you're not lifting that much weight proportionally than what your body can handle as a beginner. But if you're more advanced, I would definitely say do a longer rest time. Or if you are training to failure on a lot of your sets, do a longer rest time, 2 to 3 minutes. So guys, you really don't have to make it more complicated than that. Obviously, if you're into powerlifting, you can do way longer rest times because you're not trying to build muscle. But this video was more so for people that are trying to build muscle. That is the time frame that you're going to want to be resting between your sets. I know it may seem counterintuitive. You may think, if you're a beginner, you rest longer, and you can rest, 2 to 3 minutes as a beginner. But from my experience, a lot of people that I train when they're a beginner, you start trying to give them a 3 minute rest time, they're looking around like, what the fuck are we doing? Why am I resting this long? So I would say a 1 to 2 minute rest time is much better for a beginner than it is for a experienced lifter who can actually lift the weight required for their body to garner that longer rest. So guys, I hope this helps somebody. Hope you learned something from this video. You know, put in the comments below how long you like to rest. I want to hear it. And, you know, check out my programs. Got a winter bulk, got a summer shred. They'll get you right. They'll get you build muscle, but you got to put in the work. If you ain't going to put in the work, then don't give me shit. All right. So I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Subscribe to my shit. It's your boy, Nick, your boy Hercules, signing out.